Guys, welcome back to Clockwork Noodles for another breakdown of Summertime Render. This is episode 22. There are only 3 episodes left, so I want to make sure you guys are subscribed because very shortly I'm going to bring you my end of season review. In the end of season review, I'm going to be telling you my top 3 anime. I'm going to have a few fun awards. So last time we had a Husbander award. This time I might do Most Gruesome Death or something like that. Just something fun, unique. I want to start doing and making a permanent feature. After this video, about a day or 2 after, I'm going to bring out my full 2022 breakdown list. What animes are going to replace and step into the shoes and the slots that have been left open by summer. What new anime are on the horizon that you may or may not be aware of. And what am I breaking down next season? There are a lot of big hitters coming our way. Once fall is out the way, there's even bigger anime coming out in winter. We've got very big anime coming our way. I think that they do that on purpose because when it's summer, we're out and about, so people have maybe less time to watch anime, but with the darker months coming our way, the colder months, we've got more time to snuggle up and watch a decent anime. So lots of good anime coming our way, so make sure you guys do not miss out on that. Make sure you give this channel a little bit of love. Thank you so much for being so active this season. It really does mean a lot to me. Things aren't going great. When I come online and I see lots of nice comments or people just wanting to talk about anime, I know that I've at least got a place to come and talk to you guys about it. Let's get going. We're going to talk about Ushio. Ushio is back and she has evolved again. The new power this time is to erase Shide's plot armor, which is literally done because she literally just wipes away the mud around him. I'm going to have a few things to say about her at the end. Ushio is definitely turning into more than maybe half of us bargained for. I do like the fact that it is Mio who saves Ushio from almost being murdered literally a few minutes after being reborn. Something with Ushio is she's very quick to just jump in without even thinking, without actually just giving it a second thought, and this is what got her killed the first time round. This time round it's Mio having to save her. I like that because it's shadow sisters saving one another. Shin is looping again and I'm irritated because last time it was said that this is the final loop. This time it's apparently the final loop, and we're doing a bit of a Final Fantasy thing here where final doesn't really seem to mean final, but we loop back, and this is much to Shide and Hane's horror because they don't actually expect it, and you can see the panic on Hane's face as she goes, "No, stop him please," and she actually doesn't get away with it because Ushio, god power, manages to get rid of the bullet that is heading towards the gun. We do learn how Shin got the idea for the cool hiding spot, Baby Mobile. I'm going to call it the Baby Mobile. And it was actually So, and it was So's very unfortunate encounter with Gil to birth the idea, the way that he's just sticking out of his butt. Yeah, the idea was literally birthed into Shin's brain. So I feel very, very sad for Sho. But we are now on the 10th loop. I have stopped counting, so I don't know if that actually adds up. I'm just going to trust the anime by this point. I know initially, right at the start, I was writing things down. At this point, I've just stopped counting, guys. I'm sorry. But we do seem to now be moving with the final plan. So everything's now finally in motion. I mean, there's only 3 episodes to go, so we've got to start kicking things off now. The plan now is to get the 2 away from the shrine, delay the mass extinction. And this does go very well. They are very quick to draw the attention of both Hane and Shide. We see them descending. However, we do also during the fight when I think Hane takes damage, you see the above form also take damage. So I don't know which form is the correct form. For Hane, maybe below. Shide maybe above. It is nice as well that Shin has been wearing both Shadow Mio and Ushio as really cool jewelry. Let's do a little breakdown quickly of Mio. Mio is a purple plain band that goes around the wrist. I think this is absolutely perfect. The colour itself is hopeful and very magical. It's a nice colour. It's also regal. It's interesting as well because it complements and almost counteracts how it appears. She appears plain because to her, she feels like she is in Ushio's shadow, literally. From her point of view, I am plain. So she sees herself as just a plain person, which is why she appears plain, but she isn't plain. The colour is regal, the colour is hopeful, so the colour itself is the core of her. You are not just how you appear, you are more than that. Now Ushio's shell is really, really nice. It also fits her because she is a bit more freer. The shell as well is the symbol of the sea. The sea is completely free, it's hopeful, it's a very youthful, innocent colour, which I think really fits Ushio, so very nice to have the 2 bits of jewellery mimic the actual user. Shin's new friend Ryo does come at a cost. He's now suddenly overwhelmed by the sound of the shadows. However, it doesn't go off when they see the shadow first time round, which they leave with Toki, which this anime just has a few tiny continuity errors, maybe a bit of plot armor, quite heavy in places. I do like the anime, I do think it's very clever, but there's a few places where it does forget a few things, or it just leans a little bit too heavy on certain bits. Usho now has a different power as well, where she's able to just banish a god's signal there and then, just out. Signal is gone, which makes me believe, and with the end sequence as well, Usho is basically just God versus God. Usho's a god. We know she was made of a reject part of a god. With gods, I wouldn't even put it past them that if they were to split in half, they were able to create an entire new god. There might be a god from maybe Greece, maybe Greece and the pantheon of gods. I'm pretty sure maybe it's even Zeus, that somebody is birthed from the head of another god. I wouldn't put it past that Usho is now just a new god entirely. So the voice actor for Shinpei, I have told you guys many a times, is Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. This week, literally being both good and bad Shinpei. It must have been so fun to actually record. Having so much fun playing both the bad guy and the good guy, talking to himself essentially. Really, really fun. So good on him for playing both roles. Nice to also hear him playing a darker role, because I do know this voice actor as always being that shonen protagonist, the I am powerful, I will do this for my family, the chirpy, happy character. 180 doing a bad character must be fun to just break out of the shell and a bit of typecasting going on. Through some very clever trickery, Hane is essentially gaining the lower hand. She is trying to broadcast all of the attacks, so she also can see 2 seconds ahead, broadcasting that plan to Shide, which makes Shide very, very powerful. Obviously, he's been a formidable force so far in any of the battles. They do actually kill one of them. Still think there's 3 bodies, the one above, the one that is now apparently immortal, and the one that did die. There was definitely a human version. But it does happen really, really quick, and it was so quick I did have to doubt it. Initially, it looked like we had defeated Hane. That was it. So much build-up. It was over very, very quickly. However, there's always a twist. With this anime, there's always a twist, and I did think it was a little bit too soon to be celebrating, especially where there's 3 episodes left. Shide's final boss, maybe. So Shide appears. He is now apparently immortal. Usho and Shin both seem to have a red eye now. Usho with the red eye is something that we've seen in the poster that I mentioned before, the one that maybe gave me a bit of a red herring, thinking there was something more going on. Usho apparently held back, and this is why we're now going into round 2. I'm a little frustrated that she held back. I know that we've been told that it's not Hane, but not wiping out Hane has also put us in a bad place. I don't know if Shide would have also been destroyed if Hane had been destroyed. That's the problem now, because if he is the immortal being, he might have outlived her. Even if we kill Hane, he's still going to be around, perhaps. We need to work out, how is he immortal? How did he even become immortal? When did that even happen? Because when he learned that he wasn't going to be able to go to the paradise that Hane was creating, he did seem a bit sad. And the fact that he said, I haven't thought about tomorrow, and that did seem an integral part of that character. He is now immortal. So if he was immortal, why was he even concerned? If you're immortal, why also go along with Hane's plot? You can use her now. You don't even need her in that sense, because you're just immortals. A lot of things not quite lining up, but I'm sure with 3 episodes left, we need to discuss those things. Maybe it'll get ironed out. Maybe we'll get all of the answers. 3 episodes now to kill Shide and learn why can't Usho stop crying. Hane is technically still alive, killed the shadow behind her, so the kid might still be alive. So we'll have to see what's going on there. I do believe that Usho is a god, so she has become a different deity entirely. I don't know enough about gods, especially in this anime. They seem to be endless power. So many different types of powers, so I wouldn't put it past them. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying this season, and I hope it is treating you guys well. I can't wait to tell you my thoughts at the end in about 3 weeks time now. 3 weeks time I'll be giving you 2 different videos. I really can't wait, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for your continued support. I will see you guys again soon. Bye bye.